Hello everyone, I hope you made a lot of money on my previous call on CPE because that was 8x and on WPG because that was 3x. So today I want to cover SNDL and GNUS stack, and I think this is still a really good opportunity to buy and make some really cool profits. So what I'm gonna do in this video, I'm gonna talk about short interest ratio because this is a huge factor in my opinion in comparison to AMC and GME. I'm gonna talk about stock with people, many videos on YouTube, the general interest. People say that SNDL is going to $10, so it's very positive. SNDL has no debt. They have $1.1 billion to spend. They are planning to make many acquisitions and expand their business. So many positive news are coming, and also they have a huge presentation on 4th June. So I'm gonna also talk about previous squeeze and the technicals. So maybe let's start with the technicals. With this line, I'm talking about the period from here to there, right? Because that was a breakout, and now we are going higher and higher. I'm not saying that this is going to be a short squeeze. It might be something like this probably, or it can be like that. We don't know yet. But generally, what happens after AMC squeeze, after AMC is going to the normal price, uh, as I can show you. After AMC is going to a previous price, so that happened 27th January, then people are interested. That was 27th. 27th? Yeah, here, see? There. The AMC is over and people are starting to buy something else, like SNDL. This was a very popular stock on Reddit and on StockWiz. And basically when AMC is over, February 7th, this is the peak of the squeeze. So I think the same will happen here. Currently, we have a squeeze of AMC, but when this is over, I don't think that's going to $1,000. I think that's gonna end really quickly in couple of days or even today, I hope, and then it will go down. I don't like buying something for $40. Come on, it's too expensive. It's already 4x. I'm not interested. I like to buy the tips on the breakouts or from the bounce like here. On the GNUS chart, this is a good bounce, and actually I have 5,000 actions of the GNUS and almost 10,000 of SNDL. I bought for 0.77 and 0.5 GNUS. But what I think about it, this can easily go to $2.9, almost 3, with the possibility to go even higher. So I would watch very closely that level, $3, and then maybe it can go even higher. So my plan is to close if it quickly goes down, but it can actually go down and then go again. So it's really risky. I would prefer a trend line. Yeah, but it's really speculative, right? You can lose like here, or you can win big. We'll see what happens. I hope that's gonna be a very smooth uptrend, even smoother than this, because that candle is quite dangerous. And on the SNDL stack, definitely 1.5, maybe even up to 3 or 4. When you look at the options of GNUS, They have really interesting options for 1.5, even in June 18th. There is a huge interest for $2, $2.5. No one is interested in 1.5 almost, so that's gonna squeeze to 2.5 at least or more. SNDL is 1.5. Mm, and when you look at the short interest ratio for the current day, the AMC is actually pretty low. It's only 19%, nothing in comparison to 120 points of GME previously in this year. GNUS actually has only 14%, but I think that's going easily to $3. But SNDL has 33% of the short interest. So I think this is a huge potential for the reversal of that. So now let's look at the volume and general interest. So GNUS has 96,000 people, and the volume is actually falling a little bit, but this can be a positive sign in some way because because later many people. No, actually, is a bad sign. I'm not gonna lie. But as I said, they have no debt, 1.1 billion, and they will produce many good news. This can easily be 3, as I said. I don't expect more. But SNDL is actually quite amazing. It's acting like a short squeeze because look at the volume. It's constantly rising. 182,000 people. So many posts from now. It's like behaving crazy. I'm just waiting for AMC to drop. AMC interest is quite stable right now, but increasing. Even SNDL has a higher increase of volume. But SNDL is really promising in that case. Okay. And now let's talk about interest on the YouTube because I watched some videos and people are saying that SNDL is going to $10. Basically, every other day, many people are posting videos about that short squeeze, the Wall Street bets, the racket for 100%. It's very popular. They have 4 catalysts, so I agree with all of that. And GNUS probably has twice. Probably SNDL has double the amount of viewers based on stock weights even, but also many videos about it. So it's a really popular stack. I have to say that. And also SNDL will have a presentation on 4th July, so that might be even catalyst for even for even bigger move to the upside. So yeah, I think that's it. If you wanna see my previous calls, I can talk about that because in April I've spotted WPG. They had a 1-to-9 reverse split, but then they announced that they might go through debt. I mean bankruptcy. So I bought here for like 30,000 shares. No, probably no, 10,000 shares. But then I started reading about bankruptcy and I sold for 1.9, I guess. But that was a perfect buy opportunity. That line was just perfect to bounce from, and exactly that happened what I was expecting because this price, like something like that, is highly expected because that was previously, and I called that. That could be 3x. Did it happen? The other stock is CPE that was in previous year. I bought for almost $30,000, but I bought for $10 in here. See, and I was quite unexperienced, and I entered because I thought this is a stable price at this level, right? But then it broke, and I sold at, I guess, I think it was 7. Then I was so mad, and I bought some gold indexes, and I lost basically everything of it. So that was a really bad thing to do. To not sell at 9 probably, and then rebuy when the trend line is broken from the above, because that could be 8x. Even if I held at 10, that would be 4x if I'm patient. But who would ever stand that loss, right? So the best play, buy here, buy here, wait for the bounce, because the oil price was actually rising. So that was even a bigger value to buy CPE at this point. I hope that it will increase, but maybe hedge funds were shorting this really heavily, so I lost money probably because of hedge funds. And then it was very stable at this point. That was a buy, but I wasn't watching. And then a couple months later, $40. Yeah, I was also watching, but in the previous weeks, I was contemplating between GNUS, SNDL, or Naked. But Naked is really bad fundamentals. They have no money, no income, and I think it's too speculative. But I would make like 40% because I wanted to buy at the bounce. We'll see what happens with this. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe. See you soon.